What's up, guys? It's your boy TB. I figured I'd tell you about my day yesterday. It was a tough one. So I guess we'll start from the beginning. So I was supposed to go check out this house, and I get there, and there's a gate. I have the code to the gate. I get in, and as I start checking, around the house for things that I'm supposed to do for my job, I realize that there's about 50 German shepherds caged up just around the property. So I'm like, okay, maybe they breed them. Find out they do breed them. Well, it happens to be two dogs that were off the leash, that weren't in a cage. And so I'm sitting there checking stuff, and they come up, and I mean, they are just barking, like barking, showing the teeth, growling, and everything. And I'm thinking, today's the day. Like, today's the day. It's that day. Like, TB's gone. I'm out. And made me think of the movie Sandlot, where the dog's just barking, and the drool and slobber is just going from his mouth. And I just constantly had to turn and square up to the dogs. Like, I would be in the middle of checking something, and they get closer, like within 10, 15 feet. And I would just turn, and I had to just stare at them kind of, and they'd back up, and they'd still be barking. So I'm like constantly having to look at them, make sure I don't get torn to pieces. And so yeah, I was like, like Dollar General and bagging groceries sounds a lot better than this right now. I mean, I love my job, but at that moment, it was tough. And so after about 10 minutes, 15 minutes of dealing with that, the guy, the helper, whatever, comes around, and he comes on a golf cart, and he ends up getting him. He's like, "Oh, apologize, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Okay, like we're good. We almost died. We got torn up. Wouldn't have been able to compete in the Slav Olympics. Would have been terrible. I would have hated not to win the Slav Olympics for everybody. So okay, so we're good. We're in the clear. Move on. We go to the next house, and as soon as I get to the next house, I'm sitting there, and I knock on the door, and nobody's there. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll go ahead and spray. Start spraying the outside. Well, I get all around the outside, and I walk up on the back porch, the back deck. And as I get up, I look over the fence to my right, to the neighbor, and there's two guys heading out to like the back shed, and they look at me, and they look at each other, and they look at me, and I'm like, nope, not today. So I was like, how you doing? So I just turn around, I just go back to spraying, and they're still looking, and I'm spraying, and I get done, and so I have to go back around the house because there's a gate. So I had to go back basically on the side of the neighbor, so their side of the property, to get the other side of the house, and or the rest of the house. And as I get over there, I'm spraying, and I turn the corner, and there's four guys getting out of the car to go towards the shed. And as I turn the corner, I look, and they all stop, and they just look and stare. And I'm like, how you doing? Nobody says anything. So I just go to spraying. I'm good. I'm spraying, and finally, they're still just kind of watching me. And the owner of the house I'm spraying comes out finally and goes, "Hey, yeah, you can come get the inside." So he saved my life. So I don't know if it was some type of lab or some type of whatever they're about to do, but the kind of job I do, I'm sure people like that go missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go missing. And I was glad that I didn't. Was glad that I didn't go missing. So that was all in a day of TB. Figured I would let you guys know that, and let you know I've decided to stay with the job that I have. But I did think about it. Hope you guys are having a good day.